Howdy Simmers! I feel like Growing Together just came out, but we already have some new content from The Sims. Last week they posted a little roadmap going over what's coming in the next few months, and so we have 4 new and unique kits, plus a hot update, which, like everyone else, I have no clue what that is. And then a few days ago, the Sims team announced 2 out of 4 of the new kits that we had coming, and it was the Greenhouse Haven kit and the Basement Treasures kit, and these actually came out yesterday, so I'm really excited to take a look at everything, and let's go ahead and just jump right in. All right, so I have gone ahead and sorted all of the new stuff between which kit they come from, and so I want to take a look at the Greenhouse Haven kit first. So we have 3 new windows. We have these green view windows, and there is a closed version and an open version for short wall height, and then we just have a closed version for medium wall height, which kind of sucks because we already have one variant that is open for 1 wall height, and I wish they would have given that to us for the medium ones as well, but it's fine. We have the green gable, which is, I guess, a wall decoration. So it says this ventilation, ooh, I lost it. This ventilation grate will be the crowning touch to your greenhouse. After all, the best greenhouse ventilation isn't just an option, it's an essential element to the success of your plants. So I guess you maybe put this on, like, your roof piece, and it looks like a vent on the roof. So that's kind of cool. And there are a few swatches on here. They're all very neutral. So if you want like a blue greenhouse or something like that, you can't really do that with this vent piece. And also there are some cool swatches on these windows as well. It kind of changes the little inner part as well, so that's really cool. We did actually get a new wallpaper as well for this. So we have the greenhouse wall, and it comes in a few nice colors, some that have textures, some that are just flat, which is really, really cool. So we have just like a plain white one, which I'm not gonna lie, I may just end up using in a normal house instead of a greenhouse. But yeah, let me go ahead and grab this green texture one too. That matches with that gabled thing perfectly. So I'll just put that back on there. And then we have a new hanging plant, which is the blooming basket. We do already have something similar with the Get Together expansion, but I do think I actually like this one a little bit more. I don't know. I think I just like the green on it a little bit more. It's very leafy, and I like that it hangs down a little bit more. Plus, that's actually really cute. So it's also kind of a smaller design. It's also very simple, I should add. This Get Together one has this very interesting design on it, but I really like this one. I think it's really, really nice. It's got a few new swatches as well, changes the flowers, absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got this solar wall light. So super duper cool. I don't know how much light it actually gives off. Let's find out. Okay, so it doesn't do that much, it looks like. It doesn't really give off a lot of light, but it is fairly nice, and we've got some neutral swatches on that as well. So we have the Garden Stash storage chest. So it's a little box. I don't know if it works the same as, like, the keepsake boxes that we just got with Growing Together, or, like, the boxes that I want to say came with Cottage Living. I may be wrong. But I don't know if you can actually, like, put stuff in this. And interestingly enough, you would think that something like this would come with the Basement Treasures kit, but no. So we do have something kind of similar to it in that, but this one is more, I guess, garden friendly. Oh, this green swatch is nice. Yeah, lots of wood tones for sure, which we really like. And yeah. Alright, next one is we got this little fan. So this is the air cycler. It's another wall decoration. Give your plants the air they crave. With the air cycler's powerful airflow, removing stale air and bringing fresh air into your greenhouse has never been easier. The ventilation will provide a stable breeze that keeps your plants both healthy and happy all year long. So I do wonder if this is just for decoration or if it's actually like functional and works as a fan. So like if you have seasons, it'll actually like work to help with cooling the area, but I honestly doubt it. And then we have some very tiny objects. We have a lot of these little like starter seedling type stuff. So we have just one, and then we have like a group of them. And there's all a variety of swatches in here. Some that have a sprout already in it, some that don't yet. So I think that's a little nice detail. It gives us the option if we want to have little, what are they called? Sprouts popping up already, or if we just want it to be like freshly or not used at all. Does that make sense? I don't know. And then we have the miniature vine. So it's this cute little plant that I definitely think I will be putting on some coffee tables. And then we have a few big items as well, which is really cool. We have Uncle Bob's dusty rubber plant, and this says, having once spruced up a bare corner and enlivened many decks, this artificial plant is now a handy dust collector for generations to come. Oh, actually, this is this is supposed to go in this area, so we'll come back to that. Oh well, so maybe no big things. That one. We do have some more like tiny pots that have nothing in them. And then we have whatever this is, Green Thumb's Secret Solutions. The truth behind every Green Thumb's gift. A collection of elixirs especially concocted to put the pep back into your perennial's step. Results not guaranteed. Yeah, so basically just like some weed spray or whatever, maybe, to kind of help the plants grow. We have an assortment of garden pots, and it's really just like a bunch of, because it is a kit, you know, we're not really going to get a lot of stuff, but I do like kind of the more detailed looking area. So we have a lot of really nice things that make it look like your greenhouse is actually being used. Because I know gardening is not actually like super functional right now. So yeah, but that is everything that comes with the Greenhouse Haven kit. So lots of tiny objects, but super duper cute, I think. So let's go ahead and move on to the next kit, which is the Basemental Treasures. And we did actually get a new wallpaper with this as well. So we have the dated drywall, and this comes in some interesting colors as well. Definitely a lot more like plain swatches though, not really any interesting colors. The board changes though at the bottom there. But yeah, it is just a very plain looking wall. And then we got this little strange reminiscence framed photo, which unfortunately is not functional. It does come with these like pre-put in photos that you can't really adjust. So that's kind of sad for that, but I mean, hey, it works. We do have some like fun patterned frames as well, but then we have the more like plain ones, which is really cool. And then we did get a new shelf that has some nice swatches on it. So super duper cute. Oh. And this is another thing that came with the other kit. Okay. So I'm really bad at sorting this apparently, but I got a little bit curious when I saw that green swatch on there, like, wait a minute. But my bad, I'm doing so bad at this. So I'm trying, y'all. We did get a new wall decal to make it look kind of run down-ish. So it definitely adds to that more like grungy detail, and there are different swatches. So you can have kind of different looks of stuff. Looks like we have a few maybe scratches or whatever, and then a few different variants of like brick coming through. So that's really cool. Easily the best part of this entire kit is this heart bed. So if you're not familiar with The Sims 1, the heart bed was absolutely iconic. It was a vibrating heart bed, and it's so cool. I'm a little sad that we only got it in the dismembered version, but as you can see, it does have that whole heart there. And one day, hopefully, we'll have an actual put-together version of this. But I know this maybe depressed a few people a little bit, just saying it in pieces. But it's a nice throwback to The Sims 1, so I am happy that it's here in some form. But I would like an actual, like, functional heart bed. So, Sims team, please. And then we got two versions of this mirror. One that has some clutter in front of it, some that is just a normal mirror. So we've got some very plain looking swatches on here, which I'm totally fine with. So I really like the look of this, and it looks like we have some swatches that have like the crack running through the mirror, and then others are just normal, which is really cool. And then going back over here, we have a new bookshelf, and I really like this bookshelf, honestly. It's very, like, slim, I think. I noticed we have so many of these, like, bigger, bulkier bookcases in this game, and honestly, we just need more of these, like, smaller ones. Like, even this one is huge. But this one, it definitely looks more run down, which I'm fine with. That's kind of the whole theme of this, is like stuff that's run down, old, and weary. But I really like this bookcase, and I definitely think I will probably be using this plenty of times within my own stuff. I do hope that it's functional as well and not just for decoration. I guess we'll find out in the future, or if someone else is making a video over these kits, maybe they'll test the functionality. I don't have a sim here right now, and I'm too lazy to bring one in. So, we have, dang it, I did that again. This is with the Greenhouse Haven kit. I knew I was missing something. But we have another little table thing, and I don't know if this is functional either. But I wouldn't think so. I did see someone had commented saying that they were hopeful that this kind of works like the flower arranging table that came with Seasons. I don't think that it does. So I think this is just a little area to put like your pots on, and I just think it's for decoration. So it's fine though. We do have some nice swatches though. I'm obsessed with this green color. I love the shade of green. It makes me so happy. Going back to this side, we do have a new couch and also an armchair, which this is kind of like the idea of armchairs that I have. This is the armchair that I like prefer to maybe put in some of my like older looking houses. But it definitely has that like kind of worn texture to it, so I'd like something in this style that looks a little bit newer. So something that maybe doesn't have like the lines through it, or the little like kind of worn out coloring there. But I really like the way that this looks, even with the old looking texture. And then we have this couch, which has some very interesting swatches. Hello. Decor to the max who? This is giving maximalist. This definitely has some interesting swatches on it. So I'm not sure how often I will use this couch, honestly. I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the swatches on here. Not even just the pattern ones, but like some of these other ones are a little bit not really my thing. But yeah. And then I don't think this is functional at all, but I really wish that it did. This is a little like TV stand, Retroplex TV console. So the TV is like inside this thing, and all of the TVs in this have like cracks through it, so it's like this is definitely not functional. So I'm a little disappointed in that, because I thought that this would be a really nice detail for one of those like tiny homes or something. So I am a little bit sad that it's not functional. But I mean, whatever. Put it in your basement as intended, and there you go. This TV may be functional. I'm not entirely sure. It's the square tube. So it does show up in the TVs. So, a unique piece of history, this vintage and square TV is a reminder that there was once a time before flat screens. It may not work too well anymore, but why not make a statement? So it does use power, you can get fun from it, so I definitely think that this one is functional. So growing up, I never had a TV this small, but I do remember having like the giant box TVs. So this is a close second. Like, this is basically what I had, this little TV here from the base game. but a little bit different and definitely bigger. Like maybe this big, maybe that big. I don't even remember. I think probably closer to this size. But yeah, this is definitely a nice touch. So I definitely think we've been needing some older TVs outside of like the debug from Cottage Living. So yeah. And then we have the shed shelves table, which is also another thing from the other kit. Oh man. I almost feel like I should just like restart this entire video and make sure I have everything sorted correctly because I'm doing so bad at this. But this has some very nice swatches on it as well. I guess I'm not like super paying attention to like the icons in the corner. This is why they need to add a kit filter. Like they have all of these separated by the actual pack, and then there's just kits. And I don't have the one mod from Twisted Mexi that adds the kit filter. So it's fine. I never really got it to work for me anyway. It's the reason I don't have it. But yeah. Alright, so now we go back to this rubber plant that apparently comes with this kit and not the other one. So it's just a fake plant. Nice big decoration. Probably something I'll be putting around my Sims houses for sure, because I do love those big plants. And regardless of whether it is a real plant in the game or a fake plant, I like bigger plants. So they take up more space. Alright, and then we have the Traveler's Trunk. So I'm guessing, I mean, this works as a storage thing, but I don't, once again, know if it's actually, like, functional like the keepsake boxes or anything. It could just be for decoration. So, my first thought on this, honestly, was that maybe this was, like, a dresser, kind of like the trunks that came with werewolves, but I think not. Alright, and then we have the stack of chairs, so the unmatched chairs. So this is a nice detail as well. So, like, if you ever needed any extra chairs when family was coming over, these would be the chairs that you would use. But they look like they have definitely seen better days. I think one of the legs came off of them, or two of them. You can kind of see them on the ground there. But yeah, we got some nice swatches on these two. A lot of the stuff on here is very neutral. Which is both a good and bad thing. I think a lot of people would want to use these in their builds, but maybe want to add some more like fun colors to them. But the neutral is nice. So we have this little console table, or console table, coffee table. The Candid coffee table. So it's a little bit older looking. Definitely looks like it's got a lot of wear and tear here. So there's pieces of this missing, and then this entire thing here is basically missing. So very fun. Oh, this one has like a cup stain on it too. How nice. We have a little like trinket thing here. So this is the dusty trinkets that hold strange sentimental value. They're creepy, but also kind of cute. So yeah, it looks like maybe some kind of like toy or something, and then I can't really tell what's in here. Maybe like a playing card or something. I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah. And then we have the old-timey phone on a lunchbox. So, I remember having home phones when I was like really little. We had a home phone at my house. And fun fact, when I was a baby, I apparently like got really attached to the like telephone cord on here. And so I pulled it down, and my dad, not thinking, put it back up. And then I grabbed it again. And the phone fell on my head and put a dent in my head when I was a baby. So that's a fun story that my mom told me at some point, and I have never forgotten it. Like, that explains so much. I'm sure I'm fine now, though. Maybe. We do have a few boxes that just have some stuff kind of packed away. There's an open one, and then there's a closed one. So, I think these could actually work for, like, storytelling of a person moving as well. So, if you wanted to build, like, some kind of house where there was maybe not a lot going on and you had, like, a bunch of boxes, you could kind of tell the story that, like, the Sims are maybe getting ready to move or something. I think that would be cool. And then we just have some more like storagey type of stuff. We have this little crate of records, which is super cool. Back in the days when vinyl was like getting started as a thing, but maybe like kind of coming to an end, because I know vinyl is like super popular again these days. So I feel like we went from vinyl to regular CDs to like iPods and then phones. Now we're back to vinyl, and what goes around comes around. So I do like that. I don't remember. We do have like a record player thing, don't we? That came with like Get Famous. So that could be kind of a cool thing to maybe put next to that. We do have, and this kind of goes along perfectly with the Growing Together pack because we just got like a giant thing of board games as a decor thing. So it's like you could use these as the more like rundown old versions of those. That would be kind of cool. We got some old trophies here. Just a few swatches. Wonder what the trophies are for though. And then this definitely works to tell the story of someone moving. It's the moving buddy. And it's got like a suitcase on it, which is really cool. So, oh gosh. That suitcase has definitely seen better days. I don't know why, but like this texture makes it seem like that suitcase is actually like metal. So, I don't know how I feel about that. And then we just have a couple lamps here. We got a little table lamp. We've got the standing lamp, which is really fun. And then the last thing we got is this floor stain, which I did put some flooring down just so we could kind of see this a little bit better, but it's got some variants of that. This is actually really hard to see. I'm not gonna lie, that one might have been the best swatch. But yeah, that is everything that came with that kit. Sorry that I'm so bad at like sorting between the kits. I'm putting all sorts of things in the wrong areas. We got a plant that goes with this over here, and then we have like 2 or 3 items over here that were originally mixed in with this. But yeah, that is everything. So I definitely think I like the basemental treasures a little bit more than the greenhouse stuff, but the greenhouse stuff is very cute. And I don't build greenhouses a lot, but maybe in the future I will, now that we have some more like greenhouse-esque type of things. Something to just make the greenhouses look a little bit better. So I will take all the detail I can get. But that is everything that I have for you today. I definitely like the basement kit a little bit better. So if you're still on the fence about which kit to get, or if you want to get both of them, I definitely think that the basement kit might serve you a little bit better. But they're both really nice. Usually with kits, it's hit or miss for me. A lot of the time though, if it's like build and buy kits, they're usually hits because I do enjoy building and I love getting new build and buy stuff. Don't forget, I do have a shell challenge going on at the moment, and I would love to see some of the new kit items incorporated into that challenge. So if you're still interested in participating, I will link the video in the description for you that has all the information that you need. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye!